This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. Hi everyone, and welcome back to a brand new speed build. Today I have my first build with the new expansion pack, Sims 4 Horse Ranch, I think is what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's called just Horse Ranch. But yeah, this is my first build with it, and I am so excited because I love this pack. Like, I adore it. I love it so much. I am so freaking excited about it. Full disclosure though, as you probably saw in the first few seconds of the video, this is not sponsored, but this was made possible by the Creator Network. I got early access actually, so I got access to it. There we go. Sorry, I'm very tired. But I got access to it a couple of days before it actually came out. And so thank you so much to the EA Creator Network for that. Again, they did not pay me at all to say anything good. All my opinions are my own, but I did get some early access for it and stuff like that. And I know you might think like, oh, if you got early access, like why was this not out sooner, stuff like that. But trust me, if I did not have early access, you would not be getting this until like a week after the pack came out, because I am a relatively slow builder, but then also editing takes a lot of time for me, and I don't understand how people edit fast. But editing takes like a lot of time for me, so yeah, it took a long time, but I was able to get this out relatively quickly. Relatively quickly for me. But yeah, so for the first build of this new pack, I obviously wanted to do something in the sort of rustic style, the rustic ranch style kind of. I knew that I did not want to have the first build be with horses in them. Like, I didn't want to have like a stable or whatever, which I know is weird. Like, it kind of defeats the entire purpose of the pack, I guess. But also, to be honest, I have not kept up with anything about this pack. I haven't posted a video in a month, and I'm so sorry about that, but I have had a lot of things going on in my personal life. I've been doing a lot of other stuff. I have not been playing Sims at all, and I have taken priority of my mental health and stuff like that, and I am glad to say that I'm actually for once doing pretty good. Like, mentally I am okay, which is weird, but I am I'm doing pretty good, and a large part of that was just me focusing on that. And don't get me wrong, I love making YouTube videos. That is not mentally draining for me at all, but sometimes you just need to focus on yourself a bit, and so I did that. And during that time, again, I've barely been on Twitter. I have not watched a single Sims YouTube video. I have not done any of that. Sorry, my voice is dying. I'm sorry. But yeah, I haven't kept up to date on anything. So obviously I knew the pack was going to come out, but I did not know anything else. And so I was a little iffy on how the horse part of itself was going to work and stuff like that. And so I wanted the first build, I already knew that I wanted the first build to be a family home, but to use as much of the new pack as possible, except for the horse things, I guess. And so I made this family home. But then also I think that not everyone who starts with this pack is gonna want to play with horses right off the bat, maybe. So you can play in this house if you want to. I also want to say, before we get further into the video, I'm so sorry if you hear any background noise. I mentioned in the past few videos that I posted too, but it's summer, which means I have to have my balcony door open. So I am so sorry if you hear any cars or birds or stuff like that. I'm currently recording this at almost midnight, so there shouldn't be any birds, I think, but you never know. But yeah, I'm so sorry, but I have to have it, or else I would die of heat. So I hope that's okay with everyone. But yeah, I love this pack. Again, I'm not paid to say anything good about it, but I am in love with this pack. It's in one of my new favorite packs ever. I freaking love it so much. I love every single thing about it. I think I've seen from everything I've said, everyone is just obsessed with the wood swatches and the wood textures in this pack, and I am too. The wood elements in this pack, it's so freaking good. It looks like CC sometimes. It's so good, but CC in a good way, not alpha CC, but in a good way. And I adore it. I love it so much. The fact that we now have officially have shutters in the game that you can put randomly on windows, I love them so much. I use them so much in this build. I'm in love with this pack. I love it so much, and I can already see myself using this pack in every single build. And so for this build, obviously I went for a more rustic style, but a lot of the items have swatches that would also work in sort of a modern farmhouse type of vibe, and in just regular family homes, and I'm so excited to use this pack everywhere else. I'm in the middle of building another house for this, or with this pack, and I've already started using like some other objects, and it has like a similar vibe definitely, but not the same, if that makes sense. So this pack is very versatile, and you can definitely do modern, but you can also do this rustic, and it works so well with all the other items in the game, like the wood swatches. It works well with other items, and it looks so good, and I love it so much. With this house in particular, I wanted to utilize as many items as possible, but at the same time make it look good. So if there was like an item that like we had with the new game, but I thought another one from another pack or from base game even looked better, I used that. So for instance, the fence in the backyard, I at first started to I tried, I guess, to use the like kind of higher fence that we got with the pack, but I just felt like it looked a little out of place. I went with a base game fence, and it works so well. And I love this pack so much. I haven't done any gameplay. I haven't even gone into cast yet. I've literally just been building. I am still not playing Sims as much as I did before, or as much as I do sometimes, because I go in periods with games and everything really, where I will kind of like go in and out. So I will like play like Sims every single day, like every hour of every day for like 2 weeks, and then not touch the game for like a month. And I think that is pretty common, I'm pretty sure. But I've been just doing other stuff. I'm playing a lot of Valorant as always. I'm a Minecraft girly now. Like I play Minecraft. I build things on Minecraft. Like I'm a Minecraft girly. So I've been mostly on Valorant and Minecraft, and just doing other things with my friends and stuff like that. And again, mentally I'm actually doing good. Although a lot of things have changed in my life, like a lot. And it's been a weird time. But also surprisingly a good time. Like I know in the last video I talked about like how things were really bad in my life, because a lot of things have been going on, and at that point it was, but things have turned, and I've learned to deal with things, and I've learned to accept things, and I don't know, I'm a changed woman, I guess. But yes, I don't know how often I'm going to be able to post. I know also in the last video, I'm pretty sure I talked about how I was going to post every Wednesday. Yeah, no. No, I wanted to, but then also I don't want to pressure myself, so I'm going to post when I want to, when I have builds and stuff like that. Like I do have builds, but like building is not the hard part for me. It's the editing. Like I get so like tired of editing, and so I don't know, it kind of sucks sometimes, but I don't know, it's fine though. Like I do like editing too, but I can also get really tired of it. But yeah, so hopefully I will have some videos out at some points, but again, I want to post a few with the new pack because I love it so much, and I found so much new inspiration, and I love it so much. Speaking of inspiration, I did go off of a picture sort of from Pinterest. I will plop it up on the screen. You'll see what I mean with sort of. I saw so many pictures like it. Like I kind of pulled inspiration from several, and I think there's actually a build in the world already that kind of is similar to, when I say similar, I mean the fact that like it has this, it kind of based off a rectangle, and it doesn't have any bump outs and stuff like that really on the main structure, and then on the sides it has bump outs, which actually made this house to be pretty small. Like I thought this was going to be a solid like 3 or 4 bedroom house, with like 3 or 4 bathrooms. Like I thought it was going to be pretty good, and then I went in to do the floor plan, and this ends up being 2 bedrooms and 2 bathroom house. So there's room for 2 parents and a kid, and some pets, and that's about it. And so I didn't expect that, but I kind of liked it. Like I do end up absolutely loving this house. I was having a little bit of trouble with this house, not because of the new pack or stuff like that, but because when I built this, again, I got early access, so I finished this even before the pack came out for everyone else. And because of that, I did not have Tool, I did not have Better Build and Buy, which are 2 mods that I live by. I love those 2 mods so much, and not being able to use them in this build was a little challenging, but also, like, I was like, you know what, like, it's fine, I can do it, and I did, but it was more challenging than I thought it was going to be honest, because I think I forget sometimes how much I use Tool, especially, but also, like, Better Build and Buy is just so easy, and yeah, I don't know, it's just such 2 very easy mods, By the way, if you ever want to download them, I do have them both linked down below, if you want to use them. And yeah, I don't know, the house I'm building now, obviously the mods have been updated, so I'm using those 2 mods now, and I'm just like, oh, I feel like I'm home again. Like, it feels so much better. But yeah, I don't know, I building this was a little challenging without those 2 mods, but I made it work. I think I made it work. But the thing I found especially like hard was the size of paintings and rugs, because I don't like, I knew I like changed the size of rugs all the time, but not the size of paintings. I did not realize that, but I do, and so I didn't do that in this one, but I think it was fine. Again, I adore this house so much. I love it so much. There is also a little like back house shed thingy, which I was like debating, and I knew I didn't want it to be a greenhouse, because I don't know, I just didn't feel like a greenhouse would fit in. So I decided to make it into a sort of like, I guess a shed is the best word for it, because in there is a woodworking table, there's some like storage things, there's some like decorations of brooms and stuff like that we got with this game, or this pack, that I just adore. Again, I felt like I've said adore so many times, but I absolutely love. And I also put the new, that like kind of like Nectar making station, whatever, basically wine, and I put that in there and stuff like that, and I am very excited to make an actual like winery sort of, and yeah, I don't know, I love this pack. I love it so much. I love all the items, and I love the entire world as well. The world is really good, and yeah, I don't know, I love it. I don't know what else to say. I love it. I think I have like one favorite object, which is really random to have this as my favorite object. Don't get me wrong, I love every single object, but it's a debug object, and it's so small, and it's literally just a decoration, but you will see it in the front yard, which we've already done at this point, but right by kind of the mailbox, there are these like flowers that looks to be sort of out of metal, but kind of like they have some rust on them, and they're kind of like a copper color, maybe more, but they're these flowers, and they're so pretty, and they're so like decorative, but I love them so much. And I know, again, like that's very random to have as a favorite object, just like these decoratable like flowers that are made out of metal or whatever, but I don't know, I love them so much. And maybe it's because we have like in my house, like in our backyard, sort of, it's more like a courtyard, whatever, in our house, we have those flowers, and I love them so much. Like, we have very similar flowers, and like then seeing them in game, I was just like, I'm going to use these in all my builds because I love them so much. And I like, speaking of flowers, I love the flowers we got with this pack. They look so good, and I love them so much. In the dining room, on the dining table, I use a swatch that has kind of these like light purple flowers, kind of like a lavender color, and I love them so much. Again, purple is always my vibe, as we know, but I love them so much. And again, this pack is so good. If you're thinking of getting this pack, and if you're a builder, I would definitely say so. I am actually running a giveaway right now on my Twitter for this pack, that will be done on the 25th. So hopefully I get this out tomorrow, which would be the 23rd. Wait, did I put it as the 23rd or 25th? Well, let me check. I was right. It's the 25th at 8 p.m. CST, so Central European Summertime. And yeah, so if you want to enter that, you can. I am very surprised with how like many people have entered that. Like, it's insane. But I am very excited about it. I also was able to do that through the EA Creator Network, because I got a giveaway code. So I'm so excited to do that, but then also just to like see all the builds that come out with this pack, and to build more with it as well, because I don't know, I love it so much. I've discovered that this pack works very well with Cottage Living, of course, but then also Eco Lifestyle, which I was not expecting, but it does work very well with Eco Lifestyle and base game, and I mean, I guess all packs really, but I don't know, I didn't limit the packs for this build, which, by the way, if you want to see it build with just base game and horse ranch, let me know in the comments, and I will make that happen. But yeah, for this one, I just wanted to use everything and see how kind of all the packs mesh together and everything. And I love them so much. I don't know. This pack, I know I've like been saying it's over and over again, but I love this pack. I love this house in general. I don't know. It's so cute. I don't know if cute is the right word. But I adore it. I love it. I don't know. I hope you guys like it too. I really hope you do. And yeah, I don't know. I love it. I also love putting the string lights. Like, let's be honest, it's me. I'll put string lights, fairy lights, whatever, all over the place. But I feel like for this specific type of build, it just works so well. And I decided to, on the porches, put the ones from the little campers kit because they just work very well for that. And yeah, I don't know, I love it so much. Another pack that kit that I also realized worked very well with this was the first the book Nook kit, but then the one I was thinking of was the basement's treasure kit, I think is what it's called. I think that's what it's called. And I love it so much. And it just works very, very well together. And I am, again, obsessed with this pack, and I am never going to stop talking about it. Well, actually, maybe I should stop talking about it for this build. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything more to talk about for this build specifically. I don't think so. I just know that I love it. I love this build. I love the pack. I love everything about it. And yeah, it's kind of just a small little build. Well, it's not really small. It's on a 30 by 20, but again, it's a 2-bedroom house, which for me is small. So yeah, what else is there to speak about? I don't know. Again, I've been gone a bit. But again, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft. Like, I am a Minecraft builder now, guys. If you're in my Discord server, which by the way, there's a link down below if you want to join, I posted a picture, I think, of like one of the houses that I made. I made a few, and I don't know, I've just been playing a lot of Minecraft recently, and I'm in a really just kind of calming, honestly, to play Minecraft with your friends and whatever. Like, it's really nice. And yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what else to talk about. Like, this, I don't know. I've just been kind of out of it too the past like month or two, because a lot of things happened in beginning of June. Well, in May and June. Well, okay, right. In May and the beginning of June, there we go. A lot of things happened. And then I was just kind of like, I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I don't know who I am anymore. Like, I don't know anything, because like kind of everything was just like uprooted, and just a lot of things happened. But then in kind of like the middle of June, things began to settle, and I changed things in my life. I changed people in my life. I don't know. I don't know. I've discovered that like the past year I've grown so much, which I guess is normal, because like I'm in my late teens. Like I turn 20 next year, so I'm in my late teens, which like makes sense that this is the time where I change things and where I grow up more and stuff like that. Like, I know that in my 30s I'm gonna be like, girl, you know nothing. Like, 20s is where it's at. Like, 20s is where you change the most, which is definitely true. But the past year I've done so much growth, and so much has happened, and I am a different person. And so I think that sometimes you just need to change things, and sometimes you need to realize that, which is weird. Like, if you've been here before, you know that it's weird hearing this from me. It's weird hearing me being positive about life, and me actually being like, you know what, like, it's okay. Like, sure, like, you're gonna be depressed, but like, you will also be fine. And it's really weird. And I was going to like, and before I've always had like other people to thank for that, and been like, I have this person to thank for that and stuff like that, which is definitely true now too. But also a lot of this has come from myself, like realizing things myself, which I think is a good thing, because this means that I'm starting to like realize things myself and doing things for myself. Like, I'm no longer living just for other people, I'm living for myself as well. And I am just so excited. And yeah, I don't know, it's so weird. Like, it's so weird. I even have a job now. It's kind of like a part-time summer job thingy, but it's quite nice to like get out of the house and stuff like that. And Yeah, and also in August, I have no idea how much I'm going to be posting. In the next 2 weeks, I'm going to try to edit and record some things because the entirety of August, I am not going to be home. I am going to be either I'm working or I'm going to be in Copenhagen. So I am not going to be home because someone I very much care about is going to be there, and so I'm going to be there too, just with them and just chilling for a month, and it's going to be so nice. But I do have work a few days, but again, I don't live that far away from Copenhagen, so I'm going to go in for work and then I'm going to go back to Copenhagen. So again, I'm not going to be at my PC almost at all, so I'm going to try to like prepare as many videos as possible and like pre-record and stuff like that, but also I'm not going to promise anything because I want to take things at my own pace. I want to do my own thing. And yeah, again, like it's super weird. And for some people, like if you're new here, hi, I'm Mal. I am usually very depressed. But right now I'm still depressed. Don't get me wrong. I'm still on antidepressants. Like I'm still very much the depressed, anxious person that I am. But I am better, I think. I am finally actually better. Like things are looking up. Like yes, things are going to go down again. Like I know that, but I'm actually doing pretty good and I am optimistic and I'm looking forward to go back to school next year and actually do stuff. And yeah, I don't know, it's weird, but a good weird. I don't really know what else to talk about. I don't know. I don't know. I have been again just playing games, watching things. Oh my god, I was watching a show with someone and it's called Lupin, and it's a French show, so I never would have thought to watch it myself, but I was watching it with someone, and they have watched it before, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but I loved it. I loved it so much. If you're into kind of like Sherlock Holmes things, I would say, I think you would like Lupin. It's really, really good. It's more like I don't know, it's like, I mean, the protagonist is a criminal, but you're kind of also like rooting for them because they're trying to like do the right thing. And again, it is French, but I think there is a dubbed version as well. But I watched the French one with just like English subtitles. I did take French for 4 years, so I kind of understood some of it, but also not most of it. But I definitely like recommend watching it in French if you can. But it's actually really, really good. It has 2 seasons. The third one is coming out in November, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it's pretty short too. Like I think each season has like 5 episodes or something like that. So like it's really short. But it's really, really good. It's so well made. And stuff like that. And so I know a lot of strikes are currently going on. But I'm not sure, since this is French, I'm not sure if you can stream it. I don't know. It's on Netflix. But I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I watched this like before the strikes. But yeah, I 100% like recommend that if you're looking for something new to watch. And then I also watched Tenet with the same person, and oh my god, how have I not watched that before? Like it was so good. It was so incredibly good. I loved it so much. And yeah, like I literally, like the day after I watched it, I went downstairs to get some food or whatever, and my mom was in the kitchen, and I was like, Mom, have you watched this like movie Tenet? And she was like, I think so, I don't know. And then she like looked it up and she was like, I haven't. And I was like, you should, because it's definitely a type of movie that like my parents would like. Me saying that would maybe make you think that you wouldn't like it, but like my parents' favorite movies are like Lord of the Rings, and other like whatever, like they love movies that like other like regular 20-year-olds like as well. So it's not just like this is a movie only 50-year-old people will like, because like I am 19 again and I absolutely loved Tenet. It was so good. It's a kind of like an action movie as well, but like it's so freaking good. And yeah, I don't know, it's just really good. I've been watching a lot of good things recently. Granted, now with the strikes, probably not the best idea, but yeah, it's just so good. Movies and TV shows are always so good. But otherwise, I have again mostly been playing Minecraft and Val, and that's about it, honestly. I've been just chilling. I've been listening to a lot of music. Yeah, what have you guys been up to? Have you guys been up to good things? Happy things, I hope. I don't really know like what else to talk about. Usually I have so much to talk about because usually I just rant about my problems, but like right now again I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I don't know. Oh my god, actually, I can tell you this freaking hilarious story, right? So a couple of weeks ago, I woke up to like our fire alarm going off, which is not too uncommon in my house because our fire alarms go off if my dad is doing like construction things or like drilling or whatever. Like from the dust of that, like the fire alarms will go off. And we have a thing where like our fire alarms are connected, so like one goes off, they all go off, and they also are connected to our alarm. So like one goes off, the entire alarm system goes off. Sorry if you heard a click. Those were my lights turning off because it's midnight. But yeah, the like one goes off, the entire system goes off. Like our alarm company calls us. Like it's a whole thing. And that happened a couple weeks ago, like 15 times. I woke up from that. It was great. And so I had to like go and turn it off. And I was like, is there actual fire? Or is it my dad? And my family was like, it's your dad. So like that was good. Then last week, well, a couple of days ago for me, I I was in the shower, right? Like I was really like I was getting into the shower. So I am, mind you, completely naked and everything. And I hear from the other side of the house my mom just screaming, like panic scream, just saying like, it's on fire, help me, it's on fire. And I'm just like, what? Like what's going on? And so I'm completely naked. And so I'm just standing there like, should I put my clothes on or should I just like get a towel? And I'm like, no, you know what? I don't have time. I'm getting a towel. So I just like wrap myself in a towel, run out to the kitchen where my mom is and my brother and my dad at this point. Thank God they were there too. And there's actual fire in my kitchen. And I'm like, what? What happened? Like I was here like 5 minutes ago and everything was fine, and then like there's just a fire in my kitchen. Thankfully it was a small one, no one was hurt. I think like one or two things were damaged, but like no one was hurt at all. But like the it was just like so bizarre. Just like I'm just getting ready to go in the shower, I'm completely naked, and then I'm just here from the other side of the house, just help, it's on fire. And at first I thought she said my dog was on fire, and I was like, what? How did you light their dog on fire? But it was not the dog, it was something else, thankfully. But the irony of this, why I say that the fire alarms go off, is because the 2 times we've had like actual fires, the fire alarm has not gone off. What is up with that? Like the fire we had that I like in the kitchen a couple of days ago, the fire alarm did not go off from that. Granted, it was a small one, but I would have thought that the fire alarm would have gone off for that. And a few years ago, we had an electrical fire in our pool basement, and the fire alarm did not go off from that either. The only reason we discovered it was because there was like a weird smell and a weird noise, and that was the only way that we discovered that. But we like, me and my mom were like, what is going on? And it was like it was an electrical fire, and then the whole like fire department stuff like that had to come. The fire we had a couple of days ago, it was very, very small. It's like no one had to come, so thankfully. But like both those times our fire alarm has not gone off, and I'm like, what is wrong with this house? I think like I know why neither of them went off that time, but like it's kind of ironic, right? Like again, it will go off. Like it literally went off once when I blew out a candle in my room. The fire alarm went off, and I was like, dude, come on, I'm blowing out a candle. So like I think it's just really funny how it will go off from that, and my dad drilling and us like cooking and getting a little bit of steam or whatever. But it will not go off when we have actual fires, and that is not good. I think. I don't think that's good. Don't worry, like we know why, and like there is like we fixed it or whatever, but like, oh dear lord, like what? Like it's so ironic. And yeah, I don't know why I thought of that, but it's like the only like exciting thing that's happened the past few weeks. But yeah, it was really weird, but also funny. Yeah, it was a weird time. But yeah, I don't know really what else there is to talk about. I don't know. Like I really don't know. I don't know. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing well. What have you guys been listening to recently? Oh my god, Speak Now Taylor's version was released. How did I not speak about that earlier? I don't know. I was so excited. Speak Now is in my top 3 or 4 albums, I think, because I think it goes, I'm not 100% sure, like 100%, but I know that okay, right, I think it goes Folklore, Red Taylor's version, Evermore, Speak Now Taylor's version now, obviously. And then after that, I think honestly Fearless Taylor's version, which is funny because like who would have thought? And then I don't know. But anyways, actually no, Midnights. Wait, Midnights and then Fearless Taylor's version. But anyways, so I was very excited to have Speak Now come out, and I was not disappointed. Let me tell you, great album, love it so much. I adore it. Like, it's so good. I need to stop saying adore it. I really do need to stop saying that. But it's a really, really, really good album. Not like, the only thing is, right, I don't know why, but I don't like the new version of Haunted. I like it, but it's not as good as the original version, and I don't know why. There's something about it. There's just something about it that rubs me the wrong way, I guess. Sorry, my voice is dying. Sorry. But also, of course, we love I Can See You. Like, that, oh my god. Such a good song. And I also love Foolish One and Timeless. Really, really good. And yeah, I don't know. I've just been blasting that. I've also been blasting Noah Kahan. Noah Kahan, I think is how I pronounce it. I am now a Noah Kahan girly. I love his music. It's freaking amazing. Never gonna stop listening to that. I have literally been listening to that mostly also like honestly mostly Noah Kahan the past like month and a half, I guess. Freaking love his music, like love it so much. I want to get a Noah Kahan tattoo. Of course it would be lights can don't let the darkness fool you, all lights turned off can be turned on. It's such a good lyric, and it's such a good, I don't know if metaphor is the right word, but kind of euphemism. I don't know if that's the right word either, but it's kind of like a good symbolic thingy, whatever, of depression, and it's so good, and I want it tattooed so badly. And I love it so much. It's so good. And yeah, Noah Kahan is so good. I am so sad he's not coming to Sweden or Denmark so I can see him. He is coming to Amsterdam though, but like I can't go there just for a concert, like that would be a little much. But yeah, oh my god, it's so good. If you haven't listened to Noah Kahan, if you're a Swiftie, if you're a Lismic Alpine girly, if you are a lyricist girly, or boy as well, but like, you know, if you like lyrics and stuff like that, listen to Noah Kahan. It's so good. He had a kind of like a viral song on TikTok, Drunk Dial, go viral again. Viral song go viral. Wow, who would have thought? And I think it was 1 or 2 weeks ago, he had a version with Post Malone come out, because it was like a whole joke that he was like folk Malone, because his music is very folky, and it kind of reminded people of Post Malone, but like a folky version. And so they made a like version of Drunk Dial together, and it's so good. So I recommend that too. But yeah, so good. Love me some music. Of course, I've always been a music person. I'm currently actually learning piano finally, sort of. I know how to play the first part of New Year's Day. It's pretty easy, but still, like, I'm proud of myself. I learned that. But yeah, I have always been a music person. I love music. I wish I would have learned an instrument earlier in my life. I learned instruments like in music class, of course, but nothing that really stuck. I did take cello for a while as well, like on my free time. But I don't know, haven't done that in a while either. But yeah, piano and guitar is so good. And again, love music, love lyrics, especially. If you have any artist recommendations, let me know. I love music. Again, to recommend music. Sorry if you heard that. I need to always like move my hands or whatever. Maybe it's my ADHD, who knows. But I was moving my hands and my like knuckles hit my desk. So if you heard that, I'm so sorry. Not intentional. But yeah, again, I don't know what else to talk about. I really don't. We're almost done with the video, thankfully. I need to learn like what to talk about in these videos. Like I remember there were times where like I would have trouble like containing myself because I had so much to talk about, and now I'm just like, I don't know what to talk about because I don't want to bother people too much with like my stuff, and I also don't want to get too personal, because something I've realized is that I want to keep my personal life a little bit more personal than I have, because it just complicates things at times. But yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about now. Like, I really don't. I don't know. I don't know. I hope you guys are staying hydrated, by the way. It's been so hot everywhere, I feel like. So please stay hydrated, and eat. I am very bad at that. I'm very bad at having good like eating and drinking habits, but you need to. It's kind of important. Actually, speaking of drinking, I had wine yesterday, which, like, again, 19 and a wine drinker, but like rosé and white wine kind of slaps. Not gonna lie. Red wine, not so much, but like I had rosé yesterday, slapped so hard. I also had mojito, which was really good. By the way, I am of the legal drinking age in my country. Don't worry, it's legal for me to drink, don't worry. But yeah, that's basically it for this video, and I really hope you liked it. I'm really sorry for this voiceover. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.